So I haven't actually gone YouTube live in almost 2 weeks. Hold on. But as always, man, whenever I start one of these videos or lives, I always want to take the time to thank every single person who has subscribed to this channel. I'm still over 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And honestly, I'm greatly appreciative of every person who have made the decision to not only subscribe, but remain subscribed to this channel. And the reason why I'm making this video, I'm going YouTube live right now. And excuse the noise in the background, I'm sitting on the balcony at the apartment, so the freeway is right there, so cars are driving by. Matter of fact, it's 288 right there. But the reason why I'm making this video is because tomorrow is my birthday. I'll be turning 32 years old. And I figured, since I am, God willing, we'll make it to 32 unless something change today. Unless something happens today, God forbid. But I figured I'd come on here and I try to talk to someone who may need to watch this or hear this, especially if you are younger than me. Because I don't know everything. I don't have all the answers. I'm not the smartest person in the world, the wisest person in the world. But I figured I have a lot of failures, a lot of mistakes. So I figured if I could say something, even one thing, to save you a lot of time in your life, so you don't have to go the road that I traveled, then I guess it'll be all worth it. And one of those things I wanted to say, and I'm going to talk about this stuff over multiple videos in the future, so whether you watch this now live or you catch it later, it's all good. It's all good. But one thing for certain is I want to let you know that whatever you do in your life, make sure that you always consider how you personally feel and think about something. Let me explain what I mean. One thing that I have done repeatedly, and the sad part is I didn't even notice that I was doing this until like maybe a year ago or maybe a year and a half ago, is that I'm always thinking about what people think about me. I value other people's opinions of me. And I don't even necessarily mean like family members. I mean even just like at my job. I value people's opinions. Now on one side, somebody might think that that's a positive. And I can see where it can be. But it can be a negative if you are always allowing somebody else's thoughts, opinions, criticisms, critiques, whatever it is, to dictate your life. Because what I've personally done, I've come to the realization that I care more about people's opinions of me than I care about my opinion of me. I care more about people's perspective of me than I care about my perspective of myself. Always considering what other people are gonna say, what they think about creativity, about me personally, anything, professionally, anything. But what happens is you end up caring so much about what people think that it actually leaves you in a state of analysis paralysis, because all you can think about is what other people are thinking about you, which prevents you from ever making a move. It prevents you from chasing your dreams, from doing something spontaneous. It doesn't matter what it is. Maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you're a creative. Maybe you want to write. Maybe you want to do poetry. It doesn't matter. Maybe you want to upload content to YouTube, but you're obsessing over people's thoughts about you, and it keeps you trapped. It's like a self-imposed prison. It's like you go into this what if mode. What if they say this? Or what if that happened? What if this happened? It's this endless loop of what if, what if, what if. And man, I'm gonna tell you right now, that is not life. That is a slow, painful death. Not physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, man. Ultimately, what I'm trying to say is, fuck what those people gotta say. You have to do what's best for you in your life, man. Regardless of where you are in your life, especially if you're younger and you're watching this or gonna watch this in the future, make sure you consider your feelings, man. And how if you really have a dream, a goal, an idea, whatever it is, fucking go for it, man. Excuse my language, but it is what it is. Just go for it. And because regardless, what I've realized is that people are always going to have something to say regardless of what you do, especially in this age of social media where you post something, God forbid you make a mistake and it becomes public, everyone and their mother has something to say about you, as if we all have the right to even speak on anybody else's business. So make sure you consider your thoughts, make sure you consider your feelings, make sure you are always looking out for your best interests. And don't allow people to guilt you and try to, oh, you're selfish. Sometimes you have to be a little selfish. I personally believe if you were to ask any successful person in this world if they are selfish, I think a lot of them would say yes to a degree. Because ultimately you have to think about yourself. Think about it. Let's say for the sake of argument, you're someone who's, let's say you're someone who's converting to a certain religion. And that particular religion, whether it be Christian, Islam, that doesn't matter. That's not important. Regardless, that religion, that belief system, those set of rules that you're not choosing to follow will mean that there are probably people in your life you probably won't associate with anymore because you're taking your faith and your beliefs seriously. Some of those people might call you selfish, but I think that we all have to be a little selfish at times. It's not to say all you think about is yourself. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with helping other people and being a service to other people and humanity, etc., etc. But you have to think about yourself. Like you have to, like they say, you can't pour from an empty cup. You know what I mean? Like you have to pour into yourself as well. You have to do your own healing. You have to do your own self. You have to become self-aware of yourself. You have to do your own self-help, whatever you want to call it. I think you understand what I'm saying. Ultimately, you have to look out for yourself as well, and live a life that you can be proud of because you are being your authentic self. Which leads me to my next point. Be your authentic self, man. I have not been my authentic self for I don't even know how long now, years. And you start to realize how much you are, like me, like, yo, I'm like really afraid of other people's perspectives of me. That's not healthy, man. So if you're someone who's dealing with that, maybe you're a people pleaser, maybe you're always biting your tongue, not really saying how you really feel about something or how you really feel about someone or yourself or whatever it is, man, you're going to be unhappy, man. Scratch that. I'm not even going to say you're going to be unhappy because happiness comes and goes. You're not going to truly experience the joys of life because happiness comes and goes. Some days you're going to be happy. Some moments you're going to be sad, grief. That's just life, right? Life is always going to give you something to be grateful for and give you something to be like, man, what the, But ultimately, man, you got to decide not only what's best for you, but you also have to be true and authentic to yourself. And I'm only saying that because I haven't done that. So if I can say one thing that can save you some time, save you some heartache, then man, it's all worth it. Like I say before, man, if you watch any of my previous videos or in the past, I've said it before, don't be like me, be better than me. That's why I'm making this content, and I'm gonna continue to make this content, hoping that someone can see that, man, I don't want to be like this guy, almost 32 years old, still trying to figure it out. And don't get it twisted. If you're 32 or 35 or hell, even 40, still trying to figure it out, it's also nothing wrong with that either. Don't allow anyone to rush you or think, or by this certain age, you have to have it all figured out. Man, truthfully, we're all trying to figure it out. Everyone. All of us are going day by day just trying to figure this thing out. Life is complicated as F-U-C-K. And so, but there still has to be a sense of urgency to say, well, I was okay, I'm turning 32 tomorrow. Do I really want to be 33 years old on this YouTube live next year having the same exact conversation? Hell no. I feel like I just wasted a bunch of time, like doing what? Absolutely nothing. Bullshit. Making excuses. And that's why I'm saying, man, whatever idea you have in your mind, just go for it. Fuck failure. Fuck failure. What is failure? Well, it's kind of like this. Would you rather fail because you tried or be a failure because you didn't try? Think about it. Would you rather fail but you tried or be a failure because you didn't try? It's a big difference, man. Huge difference. Because you can try a bunch of things and fail at it. Nothing wrong with that. Who doesn't fail? We all do. But that's better than being a failure because you failed to take initiative. I was thinking about the other day. I said, man, I hate my current job. And I'm up here applying for all these new jobs, but I'm like, I don't apply myself. I'm applying for these jobs, but I don't apply myself. It's laziness, it's bullshit. Again, it's overthinking nonsense. It's a waste of time to what if that go wrong? What if this go wrong? Well, okay, well, fuck it. It goes wrong. Does that mean does that mean you can't recover? What if the thing that goes wrong for you might be the thing that needs to happen for you to take action? I mean, you just never know how the universe works. Would you rather fail because you tried or be a failure because you refuse to try? That's it, man. I really hope somebody takes something from this, because I didn't plan this. This was freestyle. I didn't pre-record this. I didn't write this down. These are just thoughts that I have, man. Like I say, I'm Ken Talk. I'm just sharing my thoughts. I just want somebody, especially young people out there, younger people who are 20 years younger than me, 10 years younger than me, to see this and take something from it, man. I'm not saying you gotta agree with everything I say. That's life. We ain't gonna always agree, but if you can take something, some type of, I'm no guru. I'm not woke. None of that. I know a few conspiracy theories, but I'm not woke. I'm just trying to share some insight, so you don't have to be like me, man. And I hope that you become the best version of yourself, and you continue to grow, and you continue to evolve. You continue to take chances, to take opportunities, and not be afraid to be in the moment. Learn to just be in the moment. Learn to just appreciate life. Too often, man, myself, I spend so much time complaining about life, and it's like, yo, man, a lot of people don't make it to, hell, I'm 31, turning 32 tomorrow. A lot of people don't make it to 31. Think about it. There are a lot of people who die before they even hit 30. And I'm not even talking about dying in a violent way. I'm talking about people suffering from disease and just all types of things. You got people who have self-transition, people who decided they were just done with life and decided to end it. So the fact that I'm even making this video, like, yo, everybody don't make it to 31. What the hell am I complaining about? And that's another thing I want to share, man. That's a difference between venting and complaining. I think that's a huge difference. We all need to vent. We all need to express our frustrations or what we're thinking or what we're feeling. Nothing wrong with that. But I think it becomes complaining when you're refusing to do anything about what you're complaining about. Oh, I hate my job, but what are you doing about it? Oh, I hate my relationship, but what are you doing about it? Oh, I hate how much I weigh. Okay, but what are you doing about it? If you say nothing, then you're just bitching. You're just complaining. If you're venting, if you're just expressing your frustration about life or something's going on, nothing wrong with that. If you're just going on and on and on, but you're not doing anything to change the situation, then you're just wasting time. You're just a broken record who just likes to hear themselves talk, vent, throw pity parties and victim parties and you have a victim mentality. I know, and I'm speaking from experience. That's why I'm making this video. It's not worth it, man. It's not. You woke up this morning, be grateful, man. I don't care what your religious beliefs are. I don't give a fuck. You Christian, you Buddhist, you atheist, I don't care. Be grateful that you're alive, man. Just that little simple gratitude. Don't mean that everything's good. Don't mean that you got the most money in your bank account. It don't mean, and that's what I'm saying. We base all these things on external circumstances. Like, why can't you just be grateful just for the sake of just being grateful? You're alive. Not because you got a bunch of money, not because you have the best job, not because you have the best car. You might not even have a car, but you can walk. Okay, you can't walk, but you're breathing air. It's always something to be grateful for. That's all I'm saying. You may not live in the best house, but it's better than being in this Houston heat, hot as hell outside, especially if you live anywhere in Texas or down south, especially in Texas. So find something to be grateful for, man. I actually need to start me a gratitude journal. Just, what am I grateful for? And another thing, man, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and take a sip of this alcohol. This is one of my favorite drinks. Dos Equis, man. Hold on. Other thing, man, I gotta say, is make sure, man, like, honestly, bro, or girl, whoever's watching this, please watch the way you talk about yourself. Self-talk, and man, look, I've read books about it. I've watched videos about it. I personally believe, in my opinion, for me personally, just me, how you talk to yourself and about yourself essentially determines your entire life. Because we all talk to ourselves, bro. All of us do. Now, you may not talk to yourself out loud. You may not, do that. But we all know how we sound on the inside. We all have that internal dialogue, that mind chatter, going on in our head. That's just constantly going. We all have that, man. Please watch your words, man. You may not believe in the Bible, right? I'm someone who's currently deconstructing. I'm actually getting away from Christianity. I believe in a creator. I believe that there's a higher power. I believe in God. Now, God, again, is just a title. We want to talk about name and what's the name of the creator. Y'all do that. Do I believe that there's a higher power, a higher being, a higher intelligence, a source of all creation? I personally believe that. I don't believe that, let me just say this real quick. I don't believe that this creator is bound by religion, whether it be Islam, Christianity, Judaism, whatever it is. That's another conversation. That's not what this is about. But ultimately what I'm saying is the Bible, you can even find it in Proverbs, whatever. The Bible says death and life lies in the power of the tongue. Like, I think that's Proverbs, 18:21. Whether you believe in the Bible or not, that's not even important. That's one of the best verses in the whole book to me. Because death and life is really in the way we talk, man, that determines everything. If you walk around saying things like, man, I hate myself, I don't like myself, I'm trash, I'm worthless, man, please. Your life, because what'll happen is you hear yourself. When you are talking, you hear yourself. Excuse me. And one thing I've learned, man, is that I learned this a few years ago, is that your subconscious mind, I ain't trying to get too deep, I'm just saying, like, your subconscious mind literally makes up 95% of you. Like, your behavior is dictated by your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind takes everything you say as truth. So if you walk around saying I'm worthless, I'm trash, you believe it. You subconsciously believe it. So that's the reason why somebody can come to you. I have friends, amazing friends, who tell me all the time, man, you got this, you can get it together, you can make some changes, whatever, whatever. But the thing is, man, if I don't actually believe that, then nothing's gonna happen. Because I talk to myself as if I'm my own worst enemy. If you are doing that, man, I recommend you stop. I'm not saying it's easy, but you seriously gotta stop talking to yourself as if you hate yourself. Because now you have to ask yourself, well, do you hate yourself? Why do you talk to yourself like that? Why do you think you're worthless? Why do you think you're no good? Who told you that? Who told you that? Don't say it was the devil. Don't say it was God. No, why are you telling yourself that? Who told you you're no good? Who told you you can't get out this situation? Who told you your life is going to be this exact same way for the rest of your life? Who told you that? The only person who probably told you that was you. Matter of fact, I'll take it back. Somebody probably did tell you that. The problem isn't that someone told you that. The problem is you have convinced yourself that it's true. Because if I come to you, for example, and say, man, you garbage, you trash. Now, that's what I think. If you agree with that, my lie has now become your truth. So now you're going to see yourself as this worthless garbage. That's why I believe the way, man, look, I don't have kids, but if you are a parent, please watch how you talk to your kids, man, and the things you say to them, and things that you put in their mind at a young age, because they are going to believe that. And they're going to grow up thinking whatever the hell you told them. It doesn't matter if it's good, bad, or indifferent. They're going to believe it. It's not about what you're told, it's about what you believe. I'm going to say it again. It's not about what you're told, it's about what you believe. I can tell you that you can be a millionaire, but if you don't actually believe that it's possible, this is going to fall on deaf ears. But if I tell you that you're garbage, or you're worthless, or you're useless, if you believe that, that's going to shape your entire worldview. It's going to shape how you see yourself. It's going to shape how you see the world. It's going to shape how you see other people. Watch how you talk to yourself, man. I'm definitely going to get more into that. I'm going to make more content. Watch how you talk to yourself, man. If you don't take anything from this live, if you made it this far, I'm almost 23 minutes in, please, man, if you don't take anything else I've said into consideration, please watch how you talk to yourself. Watch how you talk about life. Because everything is energy, man. People be saying things like frequency, vibrations, people use these words, but it's a lot of truth in that. Like, watch how you talk, man. Watch the things you are really saying about yourself, even on a subconscious level. Challenge yourself. If a thought comes to your head saying, man, I'm not good enough, challenge that thought. Why do I believe that? Who told me that? Where does that come from? Did my parents tell me that? Did my friends tell me that? Who told you that? Who told you you're not capable? Who told you you're not worthy? You have to convince yourself. You could have all your friends on your Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, tell you that you are worthy, you're capable, you can make something happen. But if you don't believe it, if you don't take it into account, if you don't believe it, then nothing's going to change for you. You're going to be stuck in the same position the rest of your life. Always saying, what if? What if? And then you're just going to have a bunch of fucking regrets. Don't do that, man. Watch how you talk to yourself, man. If you don't take, I'm talking, if you don't take, and I'm pleading with you, man. If you don't take nothing else I say into consideration, even on any of my, you may disagree with every single thing I say on my content. Cool. At least take this into consideration. Please watch how you talk to yourself. Please watch how you just the way you view yourself. That goes back to that authenticity thing, man. It's about what you think about you. It's always going to be someone who has a problem with you and how you dress, how you act. Someone's always going to have a problem with your religion. Someone's always going to have a problem with your race. Someone's always going to have a problem with your orientation. Someone's always going to have a problem with, whatever. What do you think about you is the fucking question, yo. You clear out the noise. Everybody else just shut the fuck up. What do you think about you? And ultimately let that dictate your life, man. Let that determine what you're gonna do in this life, man. And again, I'm saying this from experience. I'm not saying this because I know everything. I'm not saying this because I'm the smartest guy in the world, smartest person in the world. I'm saying this because I know what it's like to use my words to essentially put myself in a prison. Like if you could hear the way I talk to myself every day, you'll be horrified, you'll be mortified. Seriously. And it's so normal for me to the point where it's like, yo, do I enjoy being in this position even though I say I don't want to be in this position anymore? Am I addicted to pain and not physical pain? I'm talking about like emotional pain or, that I'm essentially imposing on myself. It's a weird dynamic and I'm trying to figure it out myself, which is why I'm also going to say this. Go to therapy, man. Go to therapy. Go to therapy. Now, here's why I'm saying this. Let me say this. I've never been to therapy, but I'm gonna start going to therapy. Go to therapy. Go to counseling. Go talk to somebody. Let somebody else who doesn't know you, not your friend, they're not your family member, they're not enabling you. They know nothing about you. Go talk to them. And spill everything and get their perspective on it and let them help you. I'm going to start going to therapy. I'm going to start going to counseling. I think we all need it, especially as males, especially as men, especially as young boys. Everyone, go to therapy, man. Go get some help. Go talk to someone. Especially as black people, we gotta stop being afraid of going to therapy. That's what crazy people do. Well, fuck it. If you know our history in America, we all need a little help. I'm just saying, like, go get help. Go seek counseling. Stop diagnosing yourself. Go talk to someone who doesn't know you. They don't know anything about you except what you tell them. Be honest with them and see what happens. Take a chance. Take a chance on the things that scare you. Do the things that intimidate you. That's another thing I wish. It's like basically I'm telling you all the things I wish I would have done. Hell, even 10 years, hell, even 5 years ago. My life would be different right now. Like seriously, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this live, man. Nobody came in. I was talking to myself. Hey, I needed to hear this, so it's all good. If you watch this in the future, cool. 28 minutes now, might as well hit 30 minutes and go ahead and end this YouTube live. Forget it. I'm going to hit 32 minutes because I'm about to turn 32. So with that being said, man, if you watch this YouTube live, I'm going to keep making more. I hope you took something from it. I hope something I said, especially the part about your words and the power of words. You may disagree with everything I say, but please, man, I cannot stress that enough. Another thing I want to say real quick, and I'm actually about to make a piece of content about this. Don't, and this is important because it's actually why I set this camera up to make this piece of content. Don't allow your 9-to-5 job to rob you of your peace of mind. I don't give a F-U-C-K how much your job pays. Don't allow your job to rob you of your mental peace. Don't do it. Go to work. Work hard, bust your ass, whatever you gotta do. But don't allow your job, I don't care if you're getting paid $30 an hour, to rob you of your mental peace. I have allowed my current job to do that to me for the last, well, I ain't gonna say do that to me. I've just allowed that to happen. I ain't gonna say it's done it to me like I'm a victim. I've allowed it to happen for the last few weeks or so. No, man. Don't allow your job to rob you of your mental peace, keeping you up at night. You're stressing about your job. You're worried about your job. Your job has essentially consumed you. Don't do that, man. Life is too short, yo. I'm about to be 32 years old. Fortunately, God willing, I make it to 32 unless something change in the next 12, 13 hours or so, whatever. It's like, don't allow your job to be your whole life, man. Seriously. Whatever your passion is, whatever your goal, like whatever you're doing with yourself, like your skill set, your gift, whatever you were born with, do that. But whatever job you have, bro, like you're just working for a company, a corporation, whatever it is, because people have this idea, I think, especially in the comments, people think that when I say I'm tired of working, I'm not saying just sit around and do absolutely nothing. What I'm saying is don't allow job, a job that employs you to become your entire life, to become your entire existence, to be the reason why you're up at night stressing, tossing and turning, worrying about this fucking job that can literally fire you at any moment. Don't do that, man. Go to work, work hard. If anything, and another thing I'm gonna say, I wouldn't. If you're young enough, I wouldn't even recommend you go to college. At least not to me. I personally think this is my last point. I personally think if you are fresh out of high school, you should not go to college your first year out of high school. I don't believe you should go. I think you should wait, if not a year, at least 6 months. Go pick up a trade. Go learn a trade. Go learn a skill. Really consider, yo, do I really want to go to college? I went to college 3 times. Dropped out each time. It's like, do I really want to go to college, or is that my parents' dream? Is that what society told me to do? No, man, decide for yourself. That's what I'm saying. Decide for you. Be an individual. Decide for you. If you want to go to college, go to college. I would personally recommend go pick up a trade, go learn a skill, learn business, learn entrepreneurship, learn invest in whatever natural abilities you have, and try to find a way to make that work. And if you go to college, great. Again, I'm not saying don't go to college. I'm not saying don't go to school, don't go to university. Do it, but don't rely on that, man, because that don't mean shit. There are people walking around out here with bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, working at fucking Burger King. Nothing wrong with working at Burger King. Do what you gotta do. But I'm just saying, that shit don't mean nothing, man. Invest in yourself. Invest in your mind. Invest in healing yourself. Like I said earlier about therapy. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. I'm at 32 minutes. Screw it. I'm gonna go ahead and go to 40 minutes. I'm gonna keep talking. Let me go. I'm gonna sip this drink. Come on, man. I'm celebrating by myself. You know? But that's it, man. I just want someone out there to understand, man. If I could go back in time, I would have never went to college my first year out. I went to college immediately after school, after high school, like that summer. I gave myself like a month. I'm already in the Art Institute of Houston. If I could go back in time, I would have never went to college. I would have just picked up a trade. That's what I believe you should do, man. Learn a skill, invest in your natural ability. Or hell, just sit around, just sit and just really consider, what do I really want out of life? Maybe you're someone who just wants to travel. Maybe for you, it's not even about making a bunch of money. You just want to make enough money to, of course, pay your bills and shit. But you probably just want to travel. Go see the world. Go see, parts of the world you never even, your family has probably never even been outside of a 10-block radius. You may want to go to Africa. You may want to go to Australia. You may want to go to Switzerland or go to New York or go to Georgia or go to South America. You may want to go to Antarctica. I don't know. You may want to go to the bottom of the ocean. Get you a little submarine out of that. But you get what I'm saying? Like, man, go out there and enjoy life, man. I'm always in the house, in the apartment, just in my own mind, in my own self-imposed prison. Nah, man, get out there and fucking live life, man. Go live life. Go enjoy it. Go make mistakes. Go fuck up. Go fuck some shit up. Who cares? Like, go live life. I ain't saying go out there and do some wild, reckless shit that'll cost you your life or your freedom. But I'm just saying, man, go enjoy life, bro. Go enjoy life. Go live. Go try new things. Go to the movies. Go hang out with your friends. Go hang out with your people, man. Go live, man. Go live life, man. Don't. I'm making this content and I'm a little tipsy because hopefully YouTube don't get me for this. But hell, they allow this other twerking and so I don't see what's wrong with me drinking this, right? And I'm wrong with it. But go out there and live life, man. Go enjoy yourself. Go live. Go hang with hang by yourself. Just go live. Like, just go do something spontaneous. Go do something that you always thought about doing, but you never did it because of fear or what if and bullshit, go do it. Why not? Like, what's stopping you? I think that's the question I gotta start asking myself. Like, what's really stopping me from just going ahead and just doing everything I be thinking about? What's stopping me? Who's stopping me? I can't say it's the devil, because we do that a lot. It's another reason why I'm breaking away from Christianity. That's just me. I did that in another video. I'm going to talk about that in another video. I keep mentioning, I mention Christianity because I'm familiar. That's the household I grew up in. I have no, if you're a Christian, don't take anything I'm saying, excuse me, as offensive. And if you do, fuck it. Because I'm not here to purposely offend anyone. I'm just saying, all this blaming the devil, oh, it's the devil, it's demons, it's the devil, it's demons. Well, I'm not doing that. It's you. It's not the devil, it's you. It's not Satan, it's you. You gave in to temptation because you wanted to. You cheated on your wife because you wanted to. Oh, the devil. Nah, it was you. Oh, devil. Nah, it was you. You flipped that dude off in traffic because it was you. It wasn't the devil, it wasn't the demon. It wasn't, all this stuff. Like, oh, it's the demons, the devils. Fam, it's you. It was you. And that's just it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm going to say that for another video. But yeah, it was you. Take accountability. Another thing I wish I would have learned sooner. Take accountability for yourself. Take responsibility. Take accountability. Have self-discipline. That's a whole nother subject. I can go a whole nother YouTube live just on self-discipline and how a lack of self-discipline can cost you a lot. It can cost you money. It can cost you time. It can cost you, man, please, I'm going to make a whole nother YouTube live just on self-discipline and why that's important. I strongly recommend you get you some self-discipline, man. Working out, taking care of your mental health, taking care of your physical health. All these things, again, I wish I would have learned that. Who knows? Maybe I can look back at myself a year from now, look at this video and be greatly improved and actually take my own damn advice, and change my life. And that's it, man, because, time is moving. Like, it's already June 28th. It was just, bro, COVID just started. 2020. It's already 2023. Think about how fast time has gone. Time is moving. So you got to get moving, man. And again, I hope I said something in this live. I'm almost at 40 minutes. I might go 50 minutes. I'm going to see what happens in 2 minutes. But I'm at 38 minutes now. But yeah, man. Like, even what I'm doing now, I enjoy this. If I got paid to do this, I'll do this every day. The sad part is, I can get paid to do this if I just apply myself. And actually put in work and put in fucking effort and not sit around and waste time scrolling on my phone, scrolling on TikTok. It's another thing I want to say, man, turn off your phone for a little while. Disconnect from technology for a little while, man. Like, disconnect, turn off your TV, I ain't saying don't watch TV, I'm just saying turn it off, get away from your phone, go walk to the park, just get the fuck away from any type of stimulation for a little while. And just learn to be with yourself. Where you don't need, just go read a book, go work out, just go sit. Like, you don't have to even do anything, just sit. Like, I'm just gonna sit here. Peace of mind, meditate, I don't know. Disconnect from technology for a little while. Disconnect from the news. Like, do you really need to know what's going on with celebrities today? Do you really need to know what's going on with the president, what they talking about today? Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck cares who's the president of the United States? That's a whole nother conversation. I'm going to say that for another time. But, yeah, man, it's just focus on yourself, man. Learn to love yourself. Self-love is, man, if there's anything I wish I would have learned when I was 12 years old, hell, even 22 years old, is that self-love, man. Learning to love yourself. Learning to love who you are. It doesn't mean don't hold yourself accountable. It doesn't mean you give yourself a pass. If anything, self-discipline is a form of self-love. To be honest, because if you really loved yourself, you would discipline yourself. you would doesn't mean you chastise yourself. You just talk down on yourself, but you hold yourself accountable because you expect the best from yourself. It's not about what your parents think, not about what your friends think. What do you think and feel about yourself, man? And develop that self-discipline, develop that and grow and evolve and just be the best fucking version of yourself that you can be. And understand, man, I don't care how old you are, how young you are, it's not too late to make a change, man. That's the beauty of life. You can always make a change. And I'm praying, hoping that one day I can make that change, break these chains, and proceed to just live a life that I could be proud of. I've made plenty of mistakes, done plenty of things I'm not proud of, but it is what it is. I'm here now. What can I do? Can I just sit here and wallow in defeat and regret? Or can I just say, you know what, I'm here now. I might as well make the most of it, do the best I can, and when my time comes, if I can look back and say, well, fuck it, at least I gave it my best, fuck it. I can live with it, or I could die with it, because that's what matters. Regardless of how it started, how did I end it? Beautiful. I'm at 41 minutes now. Screw it, I might as well go to 45 minutes, man. Might as well go to 45 minutes, man. Hey, I'm at 41 minutes. I'm here talking to myself. Might as well hit 40. Might as well hit 45, and I might go to 50. Who knows, man? But yeah, man. I mean, it is 50 years of hip hop. So you know what? I'm gonna go to 50 minutes. Screw it. I'm at 42 minutes now. I feel like Bill Burr, you know, in that comedy special, he was dissing the hell out of Philadelphia. I'm at this many minutes now. Oh, I got this many minutes. I got this many minutes left. 5 minutes left. 3 minutes left. Yeah, man. It's just, you know, man. I'm just, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing what the next chapter of this life brings to me. And you know, I look forward to it, man. And we're gonna see what happens. And you know, I just hope that the people who are watching this video, who have the discipline to watch this entire live, once I'm done with it, you know, you gotta have self-discipline to watch a fucking 45-minute video, 50-minute video. But, you know, I just hope that, you know, we all just go on this path and go on this journey, man. That's another thing, and I've said this in previous videos, I've spoken about it. I'm at the point, bro, I don't give a fuck about race. I used to make content. You can go on Instagram right now and go to hashtag yourself. URCELPH. Yourself. And you will see that I made a lot of content in 2020 while I was talking about race. Excuse me. While I was going on and on about race, you know, the George Floyd situation and you know, everything that was going on in America. And it's like, I look back at it like, dog, that was a waste of fucking time, dog. Because ultimately, bro, before we are black, before we are white, before we are or Hispanic, before we're Asian, we're human beings, bro. I don't got time to be sitting around here hating another person because of the color of their skin. It's a waste of time. You walk around with all that hate and that fire in your heart against somebody else because they look different than you. That's a waste of time, man. And if you want to be real, I hate to get conspiracy on you. The people who run this world don't give a fuck about race either. They want to see us all enslaved. They want to see us all trapped. They don't want any of us to be truly free. It goes blacks, whites, Hispanics, Asian. Now, of course, every group has their own set of challenges and issues, but I'm just saying, like, the people who run this world don't give a fuck about that. Them people are, man, come on. I'm going to say that for now, I'm going to say that for, now see, this is what happens when you sipping, you know what I mean? You start talking about that. I'm going to say that for another conversation. But yeah, man, race and, I don't care, bro. I don't care about, you know, there are so many, I've met so many amazing people. I can honestly say I've been blessed enough to meet. I've met some amazing people in this life, man. I've met great black people. I've met great white people. I've met great Hispanic people. I've met great Asian people. I've met great, Middle Eastern people, Indian, whatever. I've just met great people. I've met great males, great females. I've met great gay people, trans people. I've met some amazing people. Trans women, I don't care. I've met some amazing people. Before we get into all these bullshit, I hate to use this term because I feel like that's a term we all use nowadays, social construct. But bro, before we get to all that, fam, we human beings, bro. Like, let's just start there. All this other bullshit people be talking about, like family. If you want to be real, before you're a Democrat, before you're a Republican, you're a human being. Because you could be a Democrat today, change your mind and be a conservative tomorrow. You're still a human being. You could be Christian today, be atheist tomorrow. You're still a human being. You could be atheist today, and you might have an awakening and convert to Islam tomorrow. You're still a human being. You could be a Buddhist. You could be practice Taoism, whatever. You're still a human being. Before we get to all this other shit that the media tells us is important, you're a human being. So how different would the world be if we just saw the humanity in each other? Before we saw religion, before we saw pigmentation, before we see orientation, before we see, if you conservative or if you Republican and all this, if we just saw it, bro, we just human beings, bro. Just trying to figure this shit out. I ain't better than you, man, bro. We just trying to figure this shit out, bro. All of us. We have our views. We ain't gonna always agree on everything. Of course, that's just fucking life. Who the fuck said we don't want to agree on every little thing? No. We're gonna disagree. You will not sit here and watch all my content and agree with every fucking thing I say. You're just not. It's impossible for you. You can be a fan of me. And if you're a fan of me, go ahead and hit my Cash App so I can buy more of these. But I'm just saying, there's no way you can sit here and say you can't agree with me on everything. That's impossible. But we can at least agree on the comment. Like, I give you an example. Let's say like this, right? On one side, you have a black man, right? For example, you have a black man over here. Let's say he's in his mid-30s. Let's say he's 35. Let's say you got a white man over here. Let's say he's 65. So that's about a 30-year difference. Okay? It's a whole generation difference. Multiple generations, whatever. These two men are completely different. Black, and not because, I'm not even talking about because of their race necessarily. I'm talking about they're just completely different people. Even if they were the same race, even if they were both black or white, they are literally on opposite sides of the spectrum. This man might be conservative, this man might be Republican, this man might be atheist, he might be this. We could do all that all day. You know what might bring them together? That they both struggle with addiction. These men are completely different. They're polar opposites. You know what brings them together and unites them? Addiction. Might be alcohol. Might be sex. Might be gambling. Might be whatever. Maybe they have anger. Regardless of what the struggle is, that's not important. They struggle with something. That brings them together. They might disagree on everything else, but they understand each other when it comes to addiction, when it comes to struggles, when it comes to failures, when it comes to relapse, when it comes to having an accountability part, all these different things, addiction, the 12-step program, all these different things, rehab, whatever. But the media will convince us that we're all just so different from each other. And yes, of course we're different, but there are a lot of things that really make us the same too, to be honest with you, bro. We all struggle with pride. A lot of us struggle with lust. A lot of us struggle with greed. A lot of us struggle with hate in our heart. A lot of us struggle with the inability to love ourselves. A lot of us struggle with, okay, let's do another example. You might have a woman over here And you might have a woman over here. They're completely different. Matter of fact, I'll go further than that. You got a woman over here. Got someone who identifies as transgender over here. They say they're a trans woman. They're completely different. You know what brings them together? They both were violated sexually by their fathers at a young age. These are two completely different people. Yeah, what brings them together is the pain and the misery that they both experience at a young age by someone who's supposed to protect them. But the media would tell us that we're all just different from each other. And then we just fight and argue this, over here, over here, over there. Come on, man. What are we doing? And as I'm getting older, I'm starting to really see a lot of this. I'm like, this shit is really a scam. They really got us fucked up. A lot of this. We just fight, argue. You see all go. Don't believe me? Go on social media. You see it every day. We just fight, argue, have debates. Bro, we all got shit. We all fucked up in our own way. If you're a human being, you are fucked up in your own way. I don't give a damn how much of a Christian you are, bro, how much of a religious man you are. There is something about you, or was about you, that was severely fucked up. And thank God for whatever religion you into now, because you will be out here doing some wild shit still. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm at 51 minutes. Hey, screw it. I'm going to go ahead and go for an hour. Why not? And then I'm going to end it for real, because I'm tired of talking. I ain't going to lie. But anyway, yeah, man. These are just, you know, and by the way, let me say this before I end this live. If you made it to 51 minutes, then hey, you really rock with me, because how the hell can you sit here for 51 minutes and watch me just ramble about all these different things? But if you enjoyed this content, man, I greatly appreciate it. And if anything, I'll tell you, man, let me know if you want me to do this more. I would not mind doing this more often. Going this long. That's what she said. You know? But still, it's like, you know, I just enjoy making content. And I'll be honest, I haven't made a lot of content recently because I've allowed my job to essentially take over my fucking life. And that's why I said earlier, man, don't allow your job. And forgive me for going back and forth. My mind is very sporadic. I go here, I go here, I go there. I talk about this, talk about that. But I think in one way, shape, or form, it all makes sense. I think. I don't know. It makes sense to me. It may not to you, but hey, it's like my mind is like a bunch of, like a spider web. Just go here, over there, go down there. But it's like somehow it all comes together. I don't know. But yeah, man, I really appreciate, again, like I started this live, I appreciate everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I'm still over 1,000 subscribers, hoping to be monetized very soon, so I don't have to even go to a damn 9-to-5 job anymore, which is really the goal. And as I said before in my, you know, I've said it before in some of my videos, like, yo, if you enjoy working for a company, do it. I don't understand. I'll be seeing comments on my videos and people, it's like I said something blasphemous when I say I don't like working for jobs anymore. I don't want to work anymore for companies. Oh, you lazy. I say, well, if I'm lazy because I don't want to work till I'm fucking 65 years old, maybe 70, barely making it, body breaking down, just for a fraction of what I think I deserve or earn, if that makes me lazy, then I'm a lazy fuck. I even thought about it recently. I'm like, okay, so what would happen if everyone in America one day just decided not to go to work? What if everyone for one day said, you know what, we ain't gonna go to work today? What would happen? How would America look if everyone who's employed at a job, it don't matter what, bro, I don't care if you got to work at a law firm, you can be flipping burgers, you can work at Walmart. If everyone just say, you know what, I ain't going to work today. Man, that'd be a goddamn revolution, man. For real. But yeah, man, I got about 5 minutes left. I just want to say thank you to every single person again who has subscribed to this channel, who has subscribed to this content. It is greatly appreciated. I haven't made content in a while, so hell, I figure I might as well give you an hour-long piece of content to try to make up all this time. But it's greatly appreciated, man. I cannot stress that enough. It's greatly appreciated. I appreciate everyone who comments on my videos. Even if you disagree with things I be saying, that's cool too. I just appreciate the conversation. I appreciate the engagement. Because the fact of the matter is, you could have disagreed with me and just went on about your business, but you still decided to comment. So it was like, hey, if I said something that got you riled up to the point where you had to leave a comment, hey, you helped my algorithm, you helped my engagement, so hey, it's all good. You still help me out. We still help each other. God bless. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be with you, whatever you do. Yeah, man. We're going to see what chapter 32 does. We're going to see what chapter 32 is about. If your birthday is in June, matter of fact, if your birthday is June 29th, happy birthday to you. If you are a part of the Cancer gang, they call us emotional. Fuck y'all. Happy birthday to you. Oh, man. We're going to see what happens, man. I'm just looking forward to, you know what? I'm going to say this and I'm just looking forward to life. I'm looking forward to life. You know, it's so easy, again, to be caught up in your own problems, your own bullshit, whatever the case may be. But just to sit back and just look at life and say, you know what? I look forward to tomorrow. I'm not dreading tomorrow. I'm actually looking forward. You know what? I'm looking forward to the next 5 minutes. I'm just looking forward to just being in the moment. That's something that I want to learn, and I hope to learn it so I can share with you all the journey. Learn to just be in the moment, man. Learn to just be in the moment and just appreciate, the present moment. Appreciate where you are right now. Just you might be in a shit place, but what would happen if just for 30 seconds you just sat there and just said, I appreciate this. Just practicing a little bit of gratitude. I really think that'll change our lives, man. Even just doing that. The little things that we look over. Because I personally believe that if you're ungrateful now, if you were to win $10 million, you're still going to find something to be ungrateful about. Because all the money is going to do is make you more ungrateful. Because you were basing your gratitude on external circumstances. What if you were just grateful just to be alive? Like I said earlier, what if you're just grateful just for the ability just to see? You can hear, you can smell, you can taste, you can talk, you can walk. These things a lot of people cannot do. Physical disabilities, etc., terminal illnesses, etc. Yeah, we sit around here just bitching and moaning and complaining about everything. Again, I'm not saying you can't vent about your problems. I'm not saying you can't, be therapeutic and say how you really feel about something. I'm not saying that. But there comes a time where it's like, okay, well, if you're not going to do nothing about it, then just shut the fuck up. That's why I got to start telling myself now, less talk, more results. Got 2 minutes left, man, so I'm going to go ahead and end this with like, comment, subscribe. Nobody joined this YouTube live, but it's all good. God willing, man, you watch this in the future. You might watch this 10 years from now. If you take something from it, if I'm talking to you, you in year 2033, I hope you still took something from this video that could possibly, help you out. Again, especially if you go back to me when I said earlier about talking about the power of words, the power of just how you speak about yourself, how you speak about life, how you speak about others. These things are all intertwined, man. I'm going to go more into that too. That's very important. I'm going to continue to make content, continue to put out content. And again, man, it's greatly appreciated. I might as well go ahead and finish this. I got a little bit left. And that's it, man. I wish you well. I wish you peace of mind. I wish you progression. I wish you good health, mentally, physically, financially, spiritually, emotionally. I wish you prosperity. I wish you growth. I just hope that whatever you are trying to do in this life, I hope you can make it happen. And I hope you can, or at least attempt to make it happen. Even if it don't come true, at least you can say, hey, I made the attempt. What 50 Cent said, get rich or die trying. Like, hey man, if you don't make it, at least die trying to make it. You know what I mean? Like if you don't make it, at least die trying to make it. Put in the effort, put in the work. Don't be like me, be better than me. And yeah, man, you gonna be 32 years old, drinking beer on the third floor balcony at the apartment, talking about all your regrets and pain and suffering and guilt and regrets and all that stuff. But anyway, man, it's hit 60 minutes. I hit an hour. I don't know how the hell I did this. I may go 2 hours in the future. Who knows? Then again, fuck all that. I ain't getting, we'll see what happens. It's greatly appreciated, man. My name is Ken Talk, and I'm just sharing my thoughts. Peace.